Hi everybody, Tim here. Welcome back to Guitar in the Real World. Today I have decided to put up a little video about a piece of gear. Now, why might I be putting up a video about a piece of gear on a series that's about playing guitar in the professional world? Well, we have to use gear all the time of varying types, and in this day and age, using smaller, more compact, easy to maintain, easier to transport pieces of gear is the in thing. It means you can go to do gigs on the tube without having to take an amp. And the piece of gear I'm talking about in particular is one of these. It's the Line 6 HX Stomp. Isn't that tiny? You can basically run a whole rig from that. DI'd straight into the PA, into the monitoring system and so on and so forth, or you can use it in the studio for recording. So the demo that you've just heard was something that I recorded a number of months ago now, because I figured it might work out as a decent demo. This video isn't about the functionality of this unit. There are plenty of videos out there that go deeper into what this thing can do. So the piece that I played in that demo was pretty much improvised around a chord sequence. I didn't really get into thinking about writing a melody for it. I just improvised it and then edited the bits in that I liked. The sounds that you're hearing are the Sir Classic T playing the funky rhythm part, and that's going through a model of a Fender Deluxe, if my memory serves me correctly, and I'm using a Celestion Gold impulse response from Celestion's website. The lead parts are played through a Fullerton, I believe it's called, which is Line 6's take on a 50s Tweed amp, and it sounds really great with that guitar actually. When I hit the overdrive, I used the dynamic drive, which is Line 6's take on the Zen drive, which, as we know, is a drive pedal that Robin Ford is a bit of a fan of. And so when I came up with this piece, I had Robin Ford very much in mind. I think you can probably tell from the sort of stylistic approach that I took to it. There are also two other guitar parts which are played on the Strat. The clean tremolo is, I think, if I remember correctly, is also the Deluxe, but with the tremolo effect coming from the Line 6. And the overdrive power chords, which you hear in the bridge, they are mixed quite low. That is Soldano. I believe it's the overdrive channel of the Soldano, going through a 4x12 closed back cab from Celestion. What I personally like about the HX Stomp is the fact that it's so small. Not only can you use it as a DI device, you can also use it in front of an amp, and I've used it in front of an amp on a number of gigs, giving me overdrive, wah, reverb, delay, clean boost even, and chorus or phaser or other modulation effects. So I think as a piece of equipment for the travelling guitarist, it's a really handy thing to own. You can implement it in so many different ways. When I'm recording or doing gigs which require more sounds, I might not use this particular device. I tend to like using my Fractal Axe 8, especially if I need access to a lot of different sounds quite quickly. But I've used this on one or two gigs where I had three basic sounds set up, kind of a clean, a chorus and an overdrive sound, DI'd, and it did the job really well. You can edit it from your computer and get really deep into tweaking the sounds. Like I said, there's lots of great videos out there talking about how to get the most out of this device, but today I just want to sort of put my opinion forward on how useful it can be in a kind of really straightforward, practical way, and suggest that it's something people check out if they're looking for a relatively inexpensive device that gives them the capability to go direct into the board, and they can use in front of their amp to provide whatever effects you might desire. So at some point in the future I hope to do a video that talks a bit more about what kind of gear a professional needs, and I'm going to be coming at it from the point of view of the smallest amount of gear that you can get away with. There's a tendency among professional guitar players to amass lots of gear, but there's no need for it really. If you really pick your gear properly, you can be able to cater for most gigs. So keep an eye out for that one. I hope that this little video is useful to you. Keep checking back, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Cheers.